Hey, this is episode 1, I guess. Hello world. Man, I wish I could say my life was exciting, but it's not really. Besides, well, I quit my job recently. I guess that might be mildly exciting or unusual. Um, Also, I've been playing chess to try to get better, although I'm like really bad. Uh, but that's okay. I'm in an Airbnb right now and it's not very comfortable. Um, the bed, especially, and I was not able to sleep for like 2 weeks, which sucked. Um, Also, this house is pretty old and seems kind of worn, I guess. Oh, I found a piano in the area, sort of in the area recently. Well, I guess it's a 30-minute drive away, but I don't have a car. So I took an Uber to get there, and it wasn't expensive compared to the one in DC that like required me to pay like more than $100 up front to use their practice room. And I think I have not found like any other places that offer piano practice rooms besides these two in this area. So I went to the practice room, and it was fine, but I didn't love the sound of the piano. But I haven't even had a piano to play on for a month. Or wait. Um, it's April 20 something. Okay, so more than a month. So it was nice. Um, Gave me something to do because I don't really have anything to do. Um, since I quit my job and I'm unemployed and there's literally nothing to do. I don't get out of bed until the afternoon. Not that that's unusual. Um, I'm going to talk about something random since I'm going to cut this anyway. And I was watching some YouTube videos where they were recommending like different books for the different Hogwarts houses. Um, it's kind of an interesting idea. Cause I don't know, to me like the Hogwarts houses is just like they don't map very obviously to books because I guess um you have to think about the theme of the book. Uh but that's like really subjective. I mean like like you can like have a book and like you can be like, "Oh, well like the theme of this is like courage," and like you can see that courage is repeatedly invoked throughout the book, and therefore like this book like really matches like Gryffindor house. But the thing is, just because like there are like courageous moments in the book, like I guess like you could see like this like theme, this motif being present. Like one person could see it as sincere, another person could see it as like satire, like, oh, like the book is like making fun of the character like dashing into this hopeless fight because clearly like he has no chance against the like way larger opponent forces, and like it's actually sort of like there's like a mocking tone, and then maybe he dies or something. um so it's the whole like categorizing thing. It's like interesting because like i don't I don't know how you can judge if it's sincere or like satirical. Not to mention even identifying the motif itself like that. That's like up to interpretation, and someone might say, "Oh, that's not the theme of the book at all." Um, but I found the videos interesting, and some of the books like they recommended, like I didn't know about them before, and they seem pretty interesting. Not that I read that many books these days. Like I used to read a lot more. Um like when I was in like middle school or so, like I used to read a lot of fiction, like novels. I like fantasy novels quite a bit. Um Recently I haven't read that many books. I don't know, like I guess it doesn't feel very real compared to real life. Like I don't know if this is like related to the whole adulthood thing and being an adult now. Um Maybe I'll put in a snippet of my piano playing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just rambling. Uh, I used to read, and now I don't as much, but I read about books. I read synopses of books, and sometimes I watch YouTube videos talking about books. And okay, to be fair, like, I guess on average, with like novels, like, I want to say I read one like every 2 weeks or maybe a month, but that isn't that bad, right? Also, I spent some time in Japan and Korea, and that was fun. Like, that was before things started going to shit, I guess, in a way. But after I graduated from college, like, I took a trip before I started working, and I spent a month in Korea and 2 months in Japan, and that was really fun. Like studying abroad, like I spent 4 months in Spain, and that was quite fun too. Um, there's definitely some background noise in this Airbnb. I don't know if it's gonna come up in the video. I also need to find a new Airbnb because like my stay in this one, like I only booked it for a month, and that's ending soon. And I don't think I want to extend in this one because it's not the most comfortable, really. Although like the location is definitely a plus, because like the thing is, I don't want to spend that much money. So when I book the new one, like I'm probably gonna spend like somewhat more, but even given that, I feel like in order to like have a place that feels comfortable, like I might need to choose an Airbnb that's not very centrally located. Like this one is pretty centrally located. Um but if I choose one that's not really in the middle of like a town, then I guess I'll be able to save some, and like probably like hopefully the Airbnb itself will be more comfortable. But who knows? Anything could happen. Yeah.